What did that experience teach you about risk and reward? Who want to share? Vangelis?
Yeah, there's a risk to do something and there's a risk not to do something. So when is there not a risk? So if you just get rid of that, and then about 4 years ago, I was very similar, Elena. I was making a lot of money doing all this stuff, traveling all over the world, and there was just something that told me inside I need to make a change. So I went from over $250,000 a year to zero, like the next day, because I stopped everything. And so this last 4 years, um, it's almost as if when you go to first grade, second grade, then you graduate, you go to a bachelor, and then you go to master's. It's like I was just moving up and up and up. And I was doing okay, but I still was too much in my head, too much intellectualizing things. And I had a couple of mentors that I got some new mentors that were going to take me to the next level of my discovering me. And that's what I've done these last 4 years is move from that intellectual thinking stuff into my heart. And so now with where I am in this present moment, now it's like my soul just said, okay, let's go back into the corporate world now with this new heart set instead of mindset. And so I'll be doing activities again, but it's from a different perspective. So that was a big change for me, a big, huge change for me, and so it was the fact that I was willing to do what I wanted to do to discover more about myself so that I could go to the next level in my life. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. So important to be aligned, yes, with your soul and do what you feel is right for you. Otherwise, it is just a movement without being aligned, doesn't bring any fulfillment and joy. Doesn't bring us happiness. Great. Peter?
Thank you. I'll make this very quick. The risk in doing something for however long we work these days, 30, 40 years, and doing something that doesn't fill our heart and soul. I mean, it's unimaginable for me. I get that for most people, it appears, not the people on this call, on this group. I get that for most people, changing is really scary to the point where we can't cross over, as Daniel said very eloquently, crossing over. The fear is what brings the success. Yes, it can fail, but you can always go back to doing what you were doing. The rewards are immense. There's a reward in failure itself, because then you're learning something. So I can't think of anything that when I've truly trusted my gut and gone with it that has failed. Sometimes I've gone with my head and that side of things, and it's not succeeded, but I've learned something extremely valuable along the way. The key is not repeating. And the rewards are immense when you truly do what you feel you're meant to be doing, and especially what I was struggling with, that I just wanted not to die and not be in pain all day and not be struggling energetically, and to be able to, if anything good came out of that 30+ year process, it is helping others that are ready to feel great again. So the rewards far outweigh. As it happens, as the business grew, then financially it became very viable as well quite quickly, because that passion, that enthusiasm, that energy, and I suppose the knowledge of being sick and being a good listener and instinctively, intuitively knowing how to help people got quick rewards, and that was fantastic reward. So risk reward, that was it for me.